Hello, I'm Valerie Miller, and this presentation is going to focus on consumer behavior as it relates to Fanatics, Inc. Fanatics, Inc. is an American manufacturer and online retailer. It is composed of licensed sportswear, sports collectibles, and sports merchandise. CEO Michael Rubin is known for acquiring the company from the original founders, Alan and Mitchell Traeger. Fanatics consists of both professional and collegiate team properties. The company relies heavily on its core values of by fans, for fans, one Fanatics to win, as a team, missionary and non-mercenary, innovative products, fan experiences, and finally, execution and agility. Fanatics targets customers who are driven by and for sports, no matter the demographics. Essentially, individuals who are passionate about their teams are likely to shop from Fanatics. Our Week 1 lecture discusses the 5 stages of the decision-making process and the totality of decisions. This translates to Fanatics, when the consumer decides whether to buy from the company certain products like jerseys. On the other hand, with competitor Under Armour, for instance, the Baltimore Orioles jersey is not available if there is a fan who is specifically looking for that product. Then, it's important to look at what competition could potentially substitute the brand, maybe Nike for an MLB or NFL jersey, but another product like, say, Philadelphia Flyer pajama pants is only available through Fanatics. Why is the customer buying the product or the benefit of the purchase? Maybe it makes them feel good to show off team pride. How is the item being purchased, or what is the form of payment? Or another way, when is the item being purchased? For example, after a team's playoff game win or at the beginning of the season. Maybe it is a gift for someone's birthday or the holidays. Where the purchase is taking place, whether it be online or in person. And finally, how many items will be purchased? How often and how long will the consumer shop from Fanatics? Will they continue to be a loyal consumer, or will their needs and tastes change over time? Questions like these can all be answered with an evaluation of a means and chain analysis. Our Week 2 lecture and readings emphasize how product features rarely drive consumer choice. Decision-making goes much deeper. One article I thought offered great insight was the using laddering to understand and leverage a brand's equity. It detailed the concept of laddering and how it is used to determine the reasons behind consumer purchase behaviors. Questions I asked my colleague during my interview included, but were not limited to, how long have you purchased from Fanatics? How often do you shop at Fanatics or use the products? Where do you buy the products? And what do you like about them? Is it good value for the price? Have you tried similar products from other businesses? My colleagues' responses are mapped out in this table. Start with the attributes or tangible product features, then move to functional consequences or the benefits achieved from the experience with the product, to psychosocial consequences, which are the emotional benefits achieved from experience with the product, and finally, value or the state of mind the consumer is striving to achieve. With this information and analysis, Fanatics can look to continue building off the value, which is social acceptance. One way to do this might be to explore popular trends on social media, or what certain athletes are doing while off the court or field, and promote products tailored to that trend. For example, Nick Castellanos of the Philadelphia Phillies recently said he believes Scooby-Doo is a superhero, so in typical Philly fashion, an idea for a t-shirt came to fruition which incorporates both the Phillies and Scooby-Doo. If Fanatics can capitalize on something like this, they can really generate some more revenue. Week 3's lecture videos and readings, particularly Why We Buy, The Science of Shopping, mentions that the sensory aspect of a decision-making process is most intriguing because the purchases are a result of the shopper seeing, touching, smelling, or tasting something that promises pleasure, if not total fulfillment. Fanatics primarily sells products online, making it easily accessed from anywhere at any time. The products Fanatics promotes has no use for taste as a sensory touchpoint because products are either clothing or accessories like decorations. However, the company's visual sense is heightened through its logo and packaging colors and lettering. Red is a bold color and evokes powerful psychological responses. Popular athletes and teams are a great way to visually enhance the brand as well. Other senses like smell, hear, and feel are applicable to the in-store shopping experience. In advertising, the auditory sense can be associated to the sound of a basketball dribbling on a court by Steph Curry, or the sound of baseball leather hitting off a wood bat by Mike Trout, among many other sounds from different sports. By week 4, we developed further on motivation by discussing high or low involvement. High involvement is due to higher financial or social risk, while low involvement does not require as much effort or research when deciding to make a purchase. This categorization does change with different customer segmentation. Geographics plays a huge role in customer motivation regarding Fanatics in sports. Each city or state has a designated team, so naturally a majority of the fans are in that confined area. High involvement boils down to social risk, to belong to a collective group of individuals with similar views. The list of attitudes is influenced by Fanatics, giving consumers the opportunity to buy the same products they see their favorite athletes wearing, which is an effective way to create such a strong emotional tie of social acceptance. 5 introduced us to building a semantic network. During this stage, the main focus is categorizing knowledge structures and consumer decisions. Fanatics has successfully established a connection with sports to consumers. The lecture video mentions taxonomic structures, which consumers look at Fanatics to be classified into a hierarchical way based on similarity. Professional and NCAA team merchandise fall under a broad category of sports merchandise, which is positioned at the top as a superordinate. From there, consumers decide upon the specific products they would like to purchase, whether it be jerseys, hats, shirts, etc. This represents the basic level of structure. Then, consumers usually have a favorite team or player in mind that they want to support, so the subordinate level includes specific leagues like the MLB, NFL, NBA, NHL, NCAA, etc. The consumer decides upon the category member or prototype, which are brands like Fanatics, Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, New Era, and more. The categorization influences consumers' thoughts on Fanatics in the psychological aspect because fans desire social acceptance. The article Made to Stick offers strategies like that of simplicity and unexpectedness of promotion, which are essential in spreading activation. Consumers think about sports, teams, athletes, spending time with loved ones while watching a game, positive memories and feelings or elation when their favorite team wins, and inversely, feeling sad when their team loses. The following week, during week 6, the consumer decision process comes together. The problem recognition motivates the consumer to action. Personal motivation like self-image and cultural reference stimulate consumer expectations and aspirations. The internal and external factors involve recalling past interactions with the company. The internal search could be based on importance, motivation, and experience. Meanwhile, the external search involves the consumer using an outside source to influence their decision. Reviews, feedback, and word-of-mouth opinions through family and friends can have a significant impact on whether or not a customer purchases from Fanatics. With the next step, high or low effort evaluation of attributes, the consumer bases the importance of one single attribute to their decisions. Many consumers base their low effort evaluations on Fanatics' brand loyalty, habit, and performance. The final stage of purchase is the post-purchase evaluation. This part includes reflection from both the consumer and seller with the level of satisfaction of their decisions. In relation to Week 7's social influence topic, the table displayed here maps out marketing and non-marketing sources to elevate Fanatics. Commercials, PR, publicity, the website, and promotions all fall under marketing sources, while digital and social media usage, reviews, and external endorsements fall under non-marketing sources. When we look at the personal level of marketing sources, these could be B2B marketing or business-to-business marketing, which is evident through Fanatics' partnership with professional and collegiate leagues. Brand marketing could essentially be a consumer wearing apparel with the Fanatics logo on it, which does seep into a bit of personal and non-marketing, since it involves family, friends, colleagues, fans, etc., and their opinions, reviews, and word-of-mouth feedback. Last week, the center of focus was on psychographics, which is where terms like collectivism, individualism, vertical, horizontal, and masculine come into play. Fanatics assumes traits from both collectivism and individualism because fans look to fit in with others with similar values on teams or players, which fulfills the collectivism aspect, while at the same time they have the potential to stand out among others if they are in territory that may not share the same feelings of support towards a certain team. We also see aspects of vertical and horizontal in this example too, because culture vertical values includes an individual who is looking to improve individual status to stand out from others, asserting a sense of power. Then you have horizontal aspects which value quality while expressing uniqueness. Fanatics markets its products in a masculine way, for lack of a better term, meaning it values competitiveness, wealth, and material possessions. Fanatics fulfills all values of culture and materialism with its physical products, work and play, as well as family, by bringing people together, individualism for fans to express their support in their own way, and authenticity with the quality of products and services. Enhance company financially and benefit the consumers with the best service. Some specific examples of marketing strategies Fanatics can take advantage of may be to include celebrities who display support for their favorite team in ads, on TV, or social media. Another novel idea that I think could really benefit the company is to expand on the City Connect uniforms across all leagues. You can see the pictures on the slide with the Washington Nationals, San Francisco Giants, and Chicago Cubs all wearing specialty uniforms that incorporate key traits of their specific city. Why not do this with the NBA, NFL, NHL, or NCAA? That is one way to generate revenue and offer something different to fans. Opening more physical stores in major cities is another way to enhance sensory touchpoints. The placement of Fanatics ads, maybe for streaming shows like Ted Lasso, which revolves around sports, display ads for Fanatics products through there. Offering consumers the chance to enter contests or giveaways to events or experiences like the World Series, international games, meet and greets with players when they make a purchase online or in person at select stores. Tapping into emotions of consumers could look like sharing or highlighting feel-good stories from the common fans, like my personal experience with my best friend from college. She lost both her parents within a year and a half of each other, and I knew she had always been a huge fan of the Oklahoma Sooners, so I reached out to the softball coach there, who was generous enough to invite us out there and watch the Sooners play in the Women's World Series of Softball back in 2013. Fanatics could even join in certain campaigns for causes like ending school violence or the fight against cancer. Fanatics has so many opportunities to team up with noteworthy causes or charities, which can help both the business and the community. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this presentation on Fanatics consumer behavior.